to ask me questions.
Why not?
Because you just don't.
Why?
Because I'm not your. We're not buddies.
Just say that.
You're on private property. No.
Cool, man. We just did a podcast last week. I think it's called. I don't know. It's called the Riller Side. They just getting started. Dude comes out. He like, yeah, man. You know such and such, such and such. I said, yeah, old man Papa Haynes. Yeah, I used to go hunt with him. I said, yeah, he used to sell us all our guns. He tapped his homie. I told you. He like, yeah, man, that's my grandfather. Oh, you're Haynes, that's your grandfather. So surrounded such and such, such and such. He like, man, Wack was a kid around these 12, 13, but I remember I used to see him pull up to my grandfather's house when I was real young. And I'm like, damn, man, Wack was driving a Cadillac. Listen, she listened to this shit. Nigga had a Cadillac with a bumper kit, music crazy. Nigga had Jerry on, little bitty with my grandpa. He buying all the guns for my grandfather. Boy, he said, man, I'm like, damn, man, this right here, I want to be like him. She looking at me. Niggas that called me from the pen, been gone 30 years. Hey, Wack ever tell you about such and such? Man, that nigga, just yesterday, man, Wack used to sit on them pillows, them old people sit on the patio. He was so short, he had to sit on two pillows. She like, yo, I'm like, yo, I know I'll be sounding crazy. I'm just, one nigga was like, hey, man, we used to go to the bowl games in Vegas, Pop wanted football, right? So you had to get on the bus to go. And all the team moms, they hated Cash because he would talk shit. The coach gave him favoritism. I remember one year we were like, damn, man, we gonna lose, man, because Cash was our tailback. We on the freeway going to Vegas. Man, about an hour into a trip, we look to the side, we hear some loud music. This nigga driving the Cadillac to the
side of the bus.
On the side of the bus. So she like, I remember you told me that. I'm like, listen, man, I didn't live a crazy ass life. It should be crazy, but she like some of the stories and the people. When she got out there with Haitian Jack, she really like, yo, I remember you was telling Clubhouse about this shit. I'm sitting right here with this nigga in a Caribbean spot in the middle of the day, and he's sitting here laughing about this crazy shit you done told the people what happened.
No, that's a fact. All these stories you just said, you told us already. Real shit.
Go on, credit. Trust me. I have been in some situations and been caught up in some situations that maybe it shouldn't have went my way, but because, it's like a puzzle. If you can't find that piece, you ain't gonna never complete the puzzle. And right now, unless I think the key to this is one of them other little white kids fold. I don't know how close they are, how close their families are, but if them niggas keep their mouth shut, I think it's gonna be a situation.
I was just thinking that same shit, Wack. One of them white, if something did happen, somebody gonna tell something. Somebody gonna say something. One of them gonna say something to their girlfriend. Their girlfriend gonna let somebody else know. Something's gonna be said.
That come down to what type of family, because if them little white kids is part of them type of families where they didn't have that meeting, they look, Brian, Eddie, you shut the nothing, Jack, nothing. You see how fast they turn it up? How
is it true one of their mothers is a judge?
This really on
now.
One
of the kids' mother is a judge. So
No,
if his mama a judge, that means she was a lawyer first. And she's still a lawyer, basically.
And this what I just tell y'all how to know this shit. If
family, for real.
Listen, you see how fast they turn it up? Quick. Ain't no charges or nothing. They didn't turn it up already. You know what that means? And I promise you, I have never said anything in court after fighting all these cases but 2 words. Not guilty. When they ask me, how do you plead? Not guilty. I ain't did no more talking. All attorney. You ain't gonna talk to them. So whatever you know, you ain't gonna talk to them. Now, does the attorney know exactly what happened? Absolutely. He can't tell them if he wanted to. Attorney-client privilege. He can't.
And at this point, Wack, they can't tell on each other because won't they be accessories?
They're not. They're what's around them, then silence them. There's no reason for them to talk. And even if they go tell a girlfriend a story, The defense attorney gonna say that's a lie. Just hearsay speculation. Okay, Patricia, didn't you go in Brian's cell phone and see that he was talking to Ann? Yeah. Did you get mad that he had the naked photos of Ann? Yes. Were you upset? Yes. Well, I like to establish she has motive to lie. There you go. I'm telling you how they coming. I told y'all a long time ago. I try to do good, but I know it's a pretty good chance I got a 3-bunk bed down there turned up to 700 degrees each plate right now. Somewhere I'm gonna pay for it.
Hey, wait, I ain't gonna lie. You been cold ass Laura. You been cold ass Laura for real.
I've been sitting. Listen, you take a kid at 12 and sit his ass, a kid that can comprehend and understand what's going on. And you listen to this shit, and I'm in the middle of it because I'm the one telling them, oh, yeah, this is what I did, this is what I didn't do. Police report is saying this, that, and other. They don't got this, they got that. That is this, that is that. And I sit here and I listen to these attorneys that work for me sit up here and tell the biggest lies in the world. R&B looked at me crazy. One of my boys get caught up. He go to jail. They got this new thing out here that they don't let you just bail out. You got to see a judge for certain cases. We're in the hallway of the courtroom, 1:30. Attorney and my real attorney's in a murder trial, so he sent somebody out of his office. I'm up because I've been dealing with these and paying these motherfuckers. My mentality is what it is. I never seen R&B drop her head like this in my life. That nigga came. I'm gonna let her tell you when she get her. That nigga came over there asking me some shit. I told her, hey man, I have no faith in you today. You ain't my primary attorney. Don't you ever ask me them type of questions. You remember, you work for me. I don't work for you. Get your ass in that courtroom and do your job.
Real shit.
Out here in the hallway talking to me, nigga, like I'm the mother. You okay?
Right.
I sent a text into the office. Your man got me feeling real uncomfortable. Lord forbid he don't get it done today. My primary attorney texted me and said, my word, everything will go as you need it to go. Your man will get a bail. You will get him a bond. Boom, 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 boom. Went in there, got him a bail, got him a bond. And because the attorney was under fire for my primary, he said, Your Honor, I would like to ask that my client be released right here from the court date on his bond. Bail bondsman is here in court, so he doesn't have to get on that bus and do an 18-hour intake and 18-hour outtake at the LA County Jail. This nigga in there fighting for his life because he know I'm tripping. And he got the judge to honor. That nigga walked out the back door of the courtroom. Yeah, I be talking crazy to him, man. Listen, man. Especially if you ain't my primary and they just sent you. Man, look, man. Because I'm so used to having it is one way.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Stat Quo. Stat Quo went on No Jumper and told the story. Go pull it up. That nigga said I called a federal case. Wack put his attorney on me. I don't know where Wack came from. That nigga called me. Where you at? I'm at your attorney office. How's it going? I think I'm finna sign a deal. A deal? Jail time? Yeah. Don't sign shit. Go pull it up. You can go find it. He just did this about 6 months, 4, 5 months ago. Stat said that nigga Wack came in an attorney office, sat down, looked at the shit, told the attorney I was supposed to go, how I was gonna go, what the I ain't doing. His attorney looking at him, I'm tripping off this shit, cause I'm like, Wack, this the attorney. Attorney got so much respect for what Wack saying. He rolled with what Wack say. He said, I walked out that mother probation out a day of jail time. So y'all want to know why you can't never tell me nothing about this man? I'm wrong. You ain't gonna get it out of me. I've been caught up so many times. I just understand what it is and what it ain't. It's like I was just doing this with Tar, real easy. You develop a knack for the shit. It's like a hunter. You ever trip on a hunter? These niggas be out there walking. What is this nigga? Oh yeah, this way. I can see the droppings. I don't see them droppings in the leaves and the dirt. This what they mind is trained to this shit. It's real shit. When they used to be hunting us, who did they go get to hunt us back in the slave days? Niggas.
Our own people.
Cause guess what? We kind of know how we would think if we was them. Nah, he went this way. How you know that? I just know. Cause this is the way I would have went. Real shit. I watched one nigga, I ain't gonna say his name. This nigga kind of knew what he was doing. He go in and do a move, right? He beat the case based upon the DNA, and they waited. They waited to the last end of it. His defense attorney said, we would like to have the DNA tested that was found at the scene. DA, they ain't thinking that this nigga gonna want to have that done because it's like a dead bang. He walk up out of there because the DNA didn't match. You know why? Know how they knew the DNA didn't match? Wasn't gonna match? Because he the one left it there on purpose.
Hmm.
So whatever else you thought going on, this nigga leaves DNA that he know ain't his at the scene. And guess what it did? Caused reasonable doubt. But who DNA is this? It ain't the victim. So that means it could have been another person there. It ain't his. I'm telling you, man, the justice system is flawed like it's flawed. On with ghosts. I think they know what happened for sure. But I don't think they like intentionally went out there and did no shit. I think some shit happened. Horseplay shit, nigga might have went overboard. Or maybe it happened on shore. Maybe they took the nigga out. Because it looked to me like either they didn't take him out far enough to toss him, or wherever he went overboard with the horseplay, he was close enough to be washed back up on shore.
Yeah, I've been saying this since day one, since we've been talking about this, bro. Like, I know for a fact this shit ain't racist. This not no racial shit. These are his real friends. Like, his mama grew up in this community. The lady who's the judge, the one whose mom is a judge, she said she been growing up with this boy mama since she was in like 4th grade, bro. So this is his community. These are the people he grew up with. You know what I'm saying?
That's true,
This
but
ain't no racial
he
shit.
wasn't waterlogged
Some
though,
shit
so
just probably happened, and just like teenagers do, bro. Teenagers get scared,
He
bro.
wasn't what?
he
Teenagers.
wasn't waterlogged. He wasn't in the water that long.
Okay, so that means they took him out there.
Yeah, a day or two after. I mean, I think it was
Or
found the next day or
or
the
he had
2 days
been
after.
washed up and they just didn't find him on the beach.
Well, now they searched the whole island, and then he just appeared. But his
Did he
body wasn't
appear in the
waterlogged, so
area
it's
they had
really
already
somebody
searched?
dumping. Huh?
Did he appear in the area that they had already searched?
They searched the whole island.
That ain't
So
what
yeah,
I
he
asked
he he he
you.
washed up on shore, but his
Did
body
he
wasn't
appear
waterlogged.
in the part of the island that they had already searched?
Yes,
How you know that?
because that's what they said.
Who
They
said?
said that's one of the suspicions that's
Who
around. They
said?
had
Who said, Tara?
the reports.
Do
Whack.
they have photos or do they have
I
drone
don't know
footage
what they
showing
had. I
that
don't
they
know.
had
I have
searched
to wait on more
this part
evidence,
of the
but
island?
all I know is that when he was washed
Have you
up,
ever
he
lost something
wasn't
in the house?
waterlogged. That's all
You
I
ever
know for
lost
sure.
something in the house and you said you searched the whole house and later found it in another part of the house? That means you possibly did. You didn't search the whole house. You missed something, right?
Yeah.
I'm just showing you how it's gonna come. It's
Yeah.
irritating, but you know,
It ain't irritating. I get where you're going. I
it's
get
how
it.
they coming. I
Yeah.
ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying this is the judicial system
You and Lavish have a unique way of
because
pushing past the bullshit and
we're
getting to the
both
nit and the grits.
ex-cons.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all both do that shit. And it be,
We
yeah.
know what we don't want you to focus on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, Prince is gonna spell out all the detail shit.
Yeah.
We know how to evade the detail shit and water it down. See what I've been doing is just watering down your details.
Mm-hmm.
Try causing reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing is creating doubt. That's it. I could be dead wrong. Long as the doubt is right, I'm good.
Yeah. My whole thing is, I mean, I can even go with somebody else, them leaving him there with other people and somebody on the island doing something to him and then, dumping his body in the boys.
But
Then
they would have said that. I believe they'd have been like, no, we left him
they
and we
did.
all went to the
They said that he was
in
supposed to go
town.
with another group of friends. That's what they said. But they had his phone.
They gave that statement.
Yeah, that was the initial statement, wasn't it?
Now, let me ask you something. How far after did they get that statement? A day or so later?
Well, they didn't even alert the parents until 11 p.m. And they said the last time they saw him was 3 p.m.
But what they gave that statement maybe a day or so later, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Whose statement you think that was?
Hit their parents.
No. That was legal statement.
Right. Somebody else.
You guys
Yeah.
all agree he chose to go with somebody else, right? That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
They went on mute.
absolutely. Like you said, if they all shut up, it's gonna be real hard to.
And then before y'all even told me the mom was the judge and all this shit, I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
these come from them type of families. We didn't see it on movies. They depicted on movies.
Mm-hmm.
Shut.
Didn't
Okay.
they find him beating up though? They found him behind the body.
Well, they said his body was unidentifiable, and they had to use dental records.
Yeah,
But
I
Prince
heard.
already said that if he was in the water for any amount of time,
Well,
marine
hold
life
on.
could
You
have
just
done
said the
something to his
body
body.
wasn't something because of what. That mean he was in the water for a while.
No, he wasn't waterlogged, but they said his body was bruised up and
See,
unidentifiable.
Tara, I told you that. I told you
Mm.
that if it was in the body, if it was in the water for a long time, the marine life would have ate the face off, would have ate the nose, would have ate the eyes. That's the
But not for a
definition of
short period of
waterlogging.
time.
Right. So
Yeah.
go back to that detail. He was definitely in that water for a long time.
Boy, you
Well,
and
they said he
Prince.
wasn't. They said that
Did
he
his
wasn't
body
Boy,
swell
waterlogged.
up? Did it do like an Emmett Till?
No.
That's where they can tell how long he was there. Because if his
Yeah.
body did
Peter
swell
Duncan.
up, it would have been
Peter Duncan.
days. Right. But a couple of hours would show 6 hours would show the same thing as, 10 hours, 12 hours, right? But if
Yeah,
he
he
didn't got
said
no
he,
face, then he was in there for a long enough time for them to eat his face off, right?
Hey,
unless
Wack,
he was bruised up from an attack and not from marine life.
bro.
We
No,
don't know enough
we just
details to
don't
be
know.
able to
But the
say.
fact that
We
it's
just
the
don't
fact
know.
that he was
Right.
unrecognizable, that's the
Mm-hmm.
definition of the fact that he was in the ocean for a long time because they ate his face off.
Yeah.
So he might not be bloated
But
gases.
unrecognizable doesn't have to mean marine life ate your face off. It could be you got beat so bad and you were swollen up and you were unrecognizable.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I'm
you
saying?
you know how far you got to go to make that leap. Vice the fact that he's in the ocean being eaten by fish and crab lobsters and crabs. That's not a leap. That's exactly what happens when you're in the ocean and you're dead. You got to
I
make
would
the
just think
other
he would be
leap.
waterlogged if he was though. You don't think the
Waterlog just
water would
tells
have
you
soaked in his body enough to
it
where?
just tells you how long he was in the water for.
Yeah. Okay.
So when someone says he's not waterlogged, it could just mean that he was not in the position for 3 days to show. You don't know what metric they're going by. He
Right.
obviously was in the water and showed some signs of being in the water because he doesn't have a face. We just don't know how
Okay.
long he was in the water for, right?
Right. Come on, details. And did y'all hear that people were paying for the independent autopsy and the funeral? Because I heard Tyler Perry was
Yeah,
paying for the
Colin
funeral and
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick was paying
Yeah,
for the independent autopsy.
yeah, because they're saying that they don't trust. Obviously, I mean, you always should.
Mississippi.
You should
Then
get
why
a.
wouldn't you trust Mississippi? She.
Listen, I'm not saying. I'm just simply putting it on the table. It's content that's what we make on the 100 side, giving you how they come, and usually y'all been witness for years and years and years. When the paperwork start rolling out, niggas be like, that crazy mother. That's how they coming. Now, if it had been 3 Negroes and a white kid, there'd be some other shit going on.
And also, too, Wack, like
Hold
you were
on.
saying.
Hold up.
It's a fact.
Whoa. Yeah. I mean, damn.
That's a
That is
fact. I'm
crazy.
tell you that right now.
Hell yeah, them Negroes ass have been charged right now. They'll be locked up with no bond.
That is crazy. Just switch the colors around. Negro. Y'all keep saying this. This shit crazy.
Goddamn coloreds.
I put that Nina Simone in the chat. That Mississippi. Goddamn. Yeah, she think she wrote that after the bombings. Some shit that happened down in Mississippi. Oh, Emmett Till.
So y'all think
That's what
somebody's gonna crack one of these boys? You think eventually they'll crack?
the
I
least
know they
most
said
guilty one. The least most guilty one to go for immunity.
Yo, Tara.